128 of the All the Books show, recorded at the David A. Howe Public Library, where we talk book news, author news, and, despite your confusion, Nick, literary news.
I get it now.
Okay.
You explained it.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Nick.
Hey.
Yeah.
Why do we say Eric and Nick
instead of
just literary news?
Oh. I misunderstood.
All right.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Boy.
Good. Great.
You seem, it seems like your dial has been gone down to 7.
I got to shake it off. I'm going to run around the room real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Whew.
I hope people heard the foot patters.
I commit to my bits.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. Out of breath.
How are you? You're looking sharp today in
Thanks,
that
man.
black shirt.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this type of fabric called?
Looks like a long john to me.
Oh,
Looks like you're wearing your underwear on the outside.
No. This is my work shirt.
I don't know.
I'm at work.
I don't know.
Do you think I could come to work in long underwear and get away with it?
No.
What if I said it was for a program?
Sure.
Okay. Good.
So what's new with you? You see any good movies?
Did I see any good movies?
Yeah.
Did I?
I don't know, but I did.
Oh, you did. Okay, that's how we got.
Yeah. Well, I knew you were
We're
gonna
in bookmark then.
I knew you were going to ask me a question, but I went to
Film Mark.
Yeah, I went to see The Post.
The Post,
directed by our friend Steven Spielberg.
He is our friend.
Starring America's most beloved actor and actress Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep,
and the T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Together. Now, they've never been in a movie together, right? Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't think they have.
Okay.
I know it seems weird.
Yeah,
but
did she play Wilson in Castaway with Tom Hanks?
Oh, she did play Wilson.
Right.
You're right.
And wasn't he?
You're right.
Didn't he play her daughter in Mamma Mia?
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Yes,
that's
he
the
did.
Second one.
He definitely did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've never been in a movie together before. So those two teaming up with Steven Spielberg, it's quite a powerhouse.
I feel like, and you might disagree, but I feel like in terms of box office, Meryl Streep is more successful currently than Tom Hanks. I feel like when he does movies himself, they don't do so well anymore.
Well,
I feel like she can still open a film.
You're probably right. I think he's more. I don't know. I think he just kind of does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, at this point, he's selling his personality.
Sure.
So
yeah, I need to pick up his short story collection.
Oh yeah,
I feel like it's going to be charming but not good.
Oh.
But anyway,
some of his other films.
Yeah, I really enjoyed The Post.
Okay.
I was a little what?
Nothing. It's just listeners. I asked Nick if he liked The Post in the car, and he said we'll save it for the podcast. So we just had like a 20-minute car ride where I'm like, but did he like The Post or not? Should I see The Post?
Well, the reviews are in, and I loved it. I thought it was really good.
Wow.
As you know, and our listeners may not, I was a little lukewarm on Bridge of Spies.
But you loved
Lincoln. Except for the last.
I don't think anybody likes that last 5 minutes.
Well,
of Lincoln.
I'll tell you, not as bad as Lincoln, but The Post does a very similar thing.
That's what I've been hearing. He just 90% of the film is great, and then the last 10%.
There's a really great culmination in this great final shot, and then we just go another step, and it's that is. I don't want to say what it is, but it's just one of those things. It's sort of like in Lincoln, Lincoln's assassinated.
Yeah.
The tag on this was the same kind of thing. We know that that's what happens. Yeah. It's the only thing we know about that situation. Yeah. So you don't need to show it. Yeah. So it didn't take away the punch as much as it did in Lincoln, but that really stood out to me. It's did you learn nothing?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, look at that. A little disco Jurassic Park coming through.
I don't know that
please
number
silence all
Sorry.
cell phones and pagers.
Every week, and now it's me.
I know.
This is what
I know.
I guess, that'd be like at the end of Jurassic Park. The T-Rex saves the day, the banner falls down while the T-Rex is roaring, and then we follow the human characters for 10 more minutes watching them go shopping at the mall and just be like, boy, Jurassic Park, huh?
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Uh-huh.
Does this shirt look good on me?
Exactly. So, that's a Spielberg ending right there. Yep.
He's kind of notorious for that, having bad endings. And I don't know where...
Not a thing I knew about him until...
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily... I don't think people like the Saving Private Ryan ending in terms of there's a tag at the end. The movie ends and then there's a tag and people are like, come on.
Yeah.
And I think that was a post 2000, post Catch Me If You Can kind of Spielberg thing. I know Munich has a pretty you could have ended this 10 minutes ago kind of thing. So
I thought the performances in The Post were really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
War of the Worlds. Oh my gosh.
You just come to expect Tom Hanks to be good.
Yeah.
And he was. But what I liked about it was that I thought it was a very different kind of Tom Hanks that we got this time. You know? And I thought Meryl Streep was great.
Right.
I thought her character Katharine Graham is so nuanced because she's like competent and she's smart, but she's in that world where like, being a woman in that profession at that time was just like
impossible.
People were just kind of like, whatever. They just didn't really give her the time of day, yet she had all the power. And so I thought the way Meryl Streep was able to convey just the fact that she had that knowledge and had that power, but also was kind of like, victim's probably a strong word, but a victim of her time, and that she couldn't get that out. I think that's really hard to get that subtlety, to get that nuance. And I thought she just nailed it. So I was very impressed with her. And the whole supporting cast was great. I love Tracy Letts whenever he shows up in anything. And he's got a weird career where he won the Pulitzer Prize for writing August Osage County.
Okay.
Is a well-known and respected playwright, and also a very successful actor. So he was really good in it. Brad Whitford, always fun. So I recommend the movie. I think it's very good. I really liked it a lot.
I was just about to ask you something. Oh, okay. No, not ask you. I guess it's kind of a question, but it's also a statement. Do
yes,
you know,
I expect.
And I know this is unpopular, but I don't like Meryl Streep.
Okay.
But it's not because she's a bad actress or anything. It's because of adaptation, because she was a villainous character. And was responsible for the fate of a character I really liked in the adaptation. So ever since that movie, I'm like, you.
I have not seen adaptation.
Yeah. Ever since then, I've been like, you don't deserve this. But, it was a role. So I guess, in a way, she's a great actress. Because
now you hate her forever.
She made me hate her because she played that role so convincingly that
That's
I'm like,
what you want.
You didn't even care. Yeah. You don't accept any of the responsibility.
Boy, adaptation, that's going back to a time when Nick Cage was a viable actor.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's how long ago that was. Yeah. Are you going to see the post? Is it on your list?
I think so. Okay. I know you're tired of hearing me say this, but my wife and I just subscribed to MoviePass.
Yeah.
So we'll probably use that to catch up on all the Oscar nominations.
Yeah, which were announced last week, so we will discuss that. We'll do a little later.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I want to see the post. I don't know if I necessarily want to see it. I don't know if I necessarily want to see it in theaters.
Okay,
but I got the MoviePass.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have to.
I have to.
You have to.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Did you? I mean, was it nice seeing it in theaters?
Yeah, I think
so.
Did
you see Bridge of Spies in theaters?
Yeah,
I watched that on my couch, and it was probably the best way to do it.
Oh, you think?
I can't imagine just sitting there, eyes locked on the Bridge of Spies, and being like, "This is the only thing I can focus on."
Yeah, well, see, I think for the reverse, I probably would have been like, I feel like I would have just been like scrolling through my phone about 2 hours in.
Bridge of Spies. Yeah. My wife really liked it though. I mean, it's a nice
story.
Well,
it's one of those things where like a lot of the pieces are really good, and then you look at it as a movie, and it's just kind of like. Not that intriguing, It's a very interesting topic.
Do I have
to?
I probably have to see the post in order to then see Ready Player One and be like, "This is Spielberg's best movie in 10 years."
Probably, yeah. To be able to say that, you would need to see it. Yeah. All right, well, bookmark. What have you been reading?
What is it?
Just Punisher, Punisher, Deadpool, Punisher.
Well, last week
Deadpool meets Punisher.
That's happened.
Deadpool meets Scooby Doo and the Punisher.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Last week I said I finished Cable and Deadpool.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah.
And so this time I finished Punisher War Journal.
Oh boy.
So by Matt Fraction,
okay.
who wrote
Iron Man.
The Iron Man run we like.
Invincible.
So the same thing that happened with Cable and Deadpool happened with Punisher War Journal, in that this is a series of a very specific time. Like it came out because of Civil War.
Okay.
Because of Marvel Civil War. And it's just funny because everybody's like, "Oh, Superhero Registration Act, we're on the run. They're pro, they're anti-registration, blah." And it's just like, it was such a different time back then. I don't know if I've ever like talked to you about this, but like Marvel's Civil War event was like extremely exciting for me.
Okay.
As like I picked up so many different books and titles of characters that I normally wouldn't read because it was a Civil War tie-in.
All right.
Because it seemed like everything was just all over the place. So it's always nice. It's nice to like revisit like that era, but it's definitely like we should move on. So but also Punisher War Journal, bad run, really bad run. The writing was fine, but the art the whole time was absolutely terrible.
Could be rough,
and it was two different artists from the front half and the second half, just bad art altogether.
Yuck.
So anyways, I'm going to be starting Rick Remender's Punisher run.
Okay.
Which comes out of Dark Reign.
All right.
That was an okay time.
Okay.
So, and then that becomes, as I find out, it becomes Frankencastle.
Look, this is boring for me, and I'm invested in your life.
Wow.
So.
Hold on, though. Okay. Frankencastle.
Yeah.
Bullseye goes after Punisher.
Okay.
Cuts him up into little pieces.
Uh-huh.
Somebody then repairs Frank Castle and becomes a supernatural terror known as Frankencastle.
Okay.
That's what's going to come up in this series.
Fun.
And I still have to open The Hate You Give.
Okay.
There's just something about like this is going to be
nominated
depressing.
for an Edgar Award.
That's true. Kate, our children's librarian here,
I know
she's
her.
read it. She doesn't understand why it was nominated for an Edgar Award.
Yeah, that's
odd. Not being a mystery and all.
Right.
But I think they stretch the rules a little bit for young adult.
Probably.
So.
Well, I think like YA mystery is not a huge genre.
Yeah.
You know, like once you get past the boxcar children, you gotta wait until you're an adult.
So I still have lots of things I need to open.
Me too. Me too, brother.
I actually went to Savers recently and bought a few books. I got America, the Daily Show book.
Oh.
Have you ever read that one?
Yeah.
I've read Earth and America, but I only like skimmed through America, so I grabbed it for like $2.
I like Colbert's I Am America, and so can you as well. That's pretty good.
And
I really like the Daily Show oral history that came out last year.
Oh yeah,
that was also strong.
Sure did. And I finished the first season of Elementary.
My Dear Watson.
It's taken me forever.
Page to screen adaptation.
Kind of, yeah. So that's been fun.
Cool.
You want to check in on Ben Lehman? See what he's been reading?
Our friend Ben?
Ben Lehman.
The maestro behind our theme music?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Ben Lehman provides us all our music.
Yes, he sure does.
Unless I'm singing in it.
Right.
It's probably
Ben,
an
it's
Eric
you.
or Nick
don't,
original.
Please don't give Ben that.
Looks like Ben is reading On Writing, A
By-
Memoir of the Craft
Sure.
by Stephen King.
That is a well-respected
and
tome.
Looks like he's also reading Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley.
Oh, I read that.
Yes.
Brian Lee O'Malley, author of Scott Pilgrim.
Yep.
This is his follow-up to that, and it is weird.
Wow, he's a busy little Ben.
It is weird.
He's reading She's Come Undone by Wally Lamb.
Oh.
So
I've never read a Wally. No, that's not true. I think I read a Christmas book by Wally Lamb, but I haven't read his big stuff. So I'd like to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, my wife is texting me.
Way to volley back there.
No,
That
I'm
was
sorry.
really
My wife
great.
is texting me because I woke up this morning and there was a leash.
A sea was storming inside of you?
There was a dog leash.
Okay.
But it was in the bathtub. And she just sent me, this is funny because she sent me a text that says, "Did you figure out why the leash was in the bath?" And I'm like, does she not know? So I think
you got yourself a riddle.
Yeah, I think she put it there because of like a dog peeing on it or something.
Okay.
But now I'm like, if she doesn't know, who put the leash in the bathtub? Is it a
Interesting.
message? Maybe it's one of the dogs.
Could
like,
be.
you hang yourself with this or you take me out right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's the golden retriever.
It's really dark.
So
It
anyways,
is really dark.
I'll let you know if I find out why
Okay.
a leash was in the bathtub.
Yeah, please keep us all posted.
Okay. So
Well-
that's what you, I, and Ben have been reading.
Thank you. Thank you
So,
for pulling that out
no
of
wonder he
out
hasn't
of the
given us any
universe.
new tunes.
Yeah.
He's busy reading Wally
Honing
Lamb.
his craft
Wally
and-
Lamb writes big, like
Yep.
like thick books.
Yeah.
So, what was that one I almost read?
What about faithful listener Ben Murphy? What's he reading? No, he's not
Yeah.
a Goodreads.
This is our Ben
Sorry, buddy.
Spotlight. So,
Talk about all the Bens we know.
Yeah.
Ben Bradley, character from the Post.
Yeah,
So it
Ben-
all comes together.
Ben,
Uncle Ben from Spider-Man.
Uncle Ben from Spider-Man.
Uncle Ben from The Rice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. Benji, the dog.
The dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Ben 10.
Did you ever
the
see
cartoon?
Yeah. Did you ever see the Benji movie where he's voiced by Chevy Chase? I don't recommend it.
Wow.
I
no.
don't
Is that
recommend
new?
it. No, it's
That's
old.
the 80s?
That's like the second or third Benji movie.
Yeah.
Benji
there-
the Hunted, pretty intense.
Yeah, there are some times where you're glad you're not Chevy Chase.
Most times.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I finished. I told you last week I was reading All-Star Batman by Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
That one has the reverse problem of what you're talking about. The art was great. I love the art.
Yeah.
The story was
Who's the artist?
kind of messy. It's Romita, John Romita.
Oh, right.
Story's kind of messy. Story didn't particularly work for me, but
No.
the art pushed it probably a star higher than I would have
Hot
given it.
take, but only for those who care about Batman comics and Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder might have peaked with Batman.
Okay.
So, and
Like Court of Owls.
No, I would say 0 Year was like it. And after that, it feels like, because he also wrote some stuff before the New 52 that were actually pretty good too.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's told the Batman stories
Yeah, it probably
he
needs
had
to-
in him. And now
probably
he's just
needs to
like,
move
what
on.
else does Batman? What
Yeah.
if Batman got a new car and it had a cup holder, but the Joker put a cup in the cup holder and it was full of bees?
Whoa. I guess I'd read that.
Okay.
I also finished
Sounds
the
fun, yeah.
Subtle Art of Not Giving an F
Yeah.
by Mark Manson.
Yeah.
And I'm,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. looks like you don't give an F.
Hey,
about
it was not.
Book.
It actually wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be to begin with. The first chapter I feel like starts really strong and is kind of refreshing and a different take and a lot of profanity. And then after that, it just sort of becomes a pretty standard like self-help book. And I don't know, a self-help book from a 32-year-old blogger just doesn't really.
Whoa, jeez.
I don't know. You know
Gauntlet
what I mean?
Thrown.
Well,
do you slap somebody with a gauntlet?
You probably could.
That's in a Mel Brooks film.
Yeah, I think so. So,
right.
It was good. It was interesting, and there were some things where I was like, oh yeah, that's a good point, good way of thinking about it. I don't think it was some, mind altering like, whoa, I see things so differently now.
Yeah.
But
I've been given an F for too long.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure it's Prince of Thieves. Or Men in Tights.
Okay.
Where somebody challenges Robin Hood to a duel with a glove.
Oh, yeah.
And then he takes out the gauntlet and slaps somebody.
Right.
I think
you're right.
Okay.
Classic Mel Brooks.
So
page to screen adaptation.
Kind of?
Yeah. Robin Hood.
Okay.
He's from the page.
Yeah. I like how you did that show tune thing
too. Did you like that?
All right. So
did you say Abe Lincoln? Just kidding. That's for Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. So you've done your own too then.
What?
With these books.
What do you mean?
Like you didn't love them?
Oh, All-Star Batman and Subtle Art?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both fine. They're both fine.
Okay.
You're right. I didn't love them. As promised, I picked up The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn.
Oh, geez.
I'm not too deep into it yet.
Yeah.
I'm mildly intrigued, but it wasn't like a Gone Girl type situation where right from the start I was like, oh my.
Right.
Oh my.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm liking it. I'm not loving it, but I'm expecting to get into it a little bit more.
All right.
So I will keep you and our faithful listeners posted.
So, Woman in the Window, for people who don't know.
Yeah.
What happened is the woman from Cabin
10.
No.
But it is. She gets to port.
Is it told in first person?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So it's first person.
Yeah.
She has a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Taking narcotics.
Yeah.
And she sees a murder.
Yeah.
Nobody believes her.
Right.
Because of all of that.
Right.
So that's kind of
that's
new though. That's a new take.
Is it?
If I had to say.
No?
I don't We're not doing a bit on the woman in the window right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were being serious. Because it is getting a lot of like, I haven't seen a lot of like the next Gone Girl, the next.
Maybe they learned to stop doing that.
I guess maybe it did go right to number one from an author that I didn't really.
No,
I hadn't heard of this author before.
No, people saw Woman in the and were like, what?
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
No, he's AJ Finn is a journalist, not known for writing a lot of books, but so it just jumped right to the top.
That's I guess that's different in that he's a male author writing this in this genre.
That's a different take.
Yeah.
Finally, men are getting their fair shake. Here's what we got coming to be published in the next couple of months. This is one I know we give old Jimmy P.
I can't.
I know we give him the old Raz.
No, I can't talk
about.
But
this
Jimmy
is
Patterson.
Actually one that I
can't.
This is a series that I enjoy, so I am kind of looking forward to it.
Oh, is it NYPD Red 4?
5. NYPD Red 5. James Patterson and Marshall Karp. Now, I've not read Marshall Karp's solo stuff, nor have I read his other non-NYPD Red collaborations. And I can't stress enough that these are not good.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're like there's like a frozen Tony's pizza when you've had a busy day, kind of good. You know what I mean? Like not good for you. You probably shouldn't eat a Tony's pizza.
Right.
Same thing with the NYPD Red series.
Okay.
I recognize that they're not great, and if I'm going to spend my time reading a book, it should probably be something more elevated. But sometimes,
like a DiGiorno's.
Sometimes I got to have my Tony's pizza.
Okay.
And with that in mind, NYPD Red 5 coming to you in March. NYPD Red is the elite, hard-charging.
When did we switch to book news?
Investigative task force called in only for New York City's most high-profile crimes. Detective Zach Jordan.
Zach Jordan?
Is the best of the best. A brilliant and tireless detective. He puts professionalism above all, ignoring his feelings for his partner, Kylie McDonald. He doesn't really ignore him, truth be told. The woman who broke his heart when they first met at the police academy. After solving a brutal string of murders during the Hollywood on Hudson Film Festival, the scandalous hazmat killer case, the mysterious kidnapping of a billionaire businessman's son, and a shocking jewel heist at a Manhattan movie premiere, Zach and Kylie return to face the most dangerous criminal of their career.
Yes.
So that tells you nothing about this book.
Right.
That just summarizes the previous 4 books. Doesn't even give you a hint. And the title's just NYPD Red 5, so I couldn't even hazard a guess. But I'm going to read it in March. So that's all I can tell you. New from Anna Quinlan.
The
tensions,
Anna Quinlan?
Yes, the Anna Quinlan. The tensions in a tight-knit neighborhood and a seemingly happy marriage are exposed by an unexpected act of violence in this provocative new novel from the #1 New York Times best-selling author of Miller's Valley and Still Life with Breadcrumbs. I know of this author. I know that she tends to be popular. I've not read this author. So maybe I'll put her on the list.
Okay.
And finally, boy, it's a good day for authors that we like to make fun of.
Is it?
Accidental Heroes by the one and only, the true original, the Queen of Novels?
Queen of Novels.
Danielle Steele.
Oh, we don't really make fun of her.
That's
I
true.
think we're a little bit afraid of her.
Yeah, that's true.
She's so successful.
We're in awe of her power.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes we have to tease her to like humanize her even a little bit because she's been deitized.
Yeah, well, as the police say, every little thing she does is magic.
Oh,
So-
okay. The band, the police.
The band, the police.
I was thinking like the actual
Not
police.
the cops. No,
Yeah.
not the cops. A decorated former Air Force pilot. This is called Accidental Heroes by Danielle Steele.
Yeah.
A decorated former Air Force pilot, a pregnant flight attendant, a dedicated TSA agent. The fates of these three and many others converge in Danielle Steele's gripping new novel, a heart-stopping thriller that engages ordinary men and women in the fight of their lives during a flight from New York to San Francisco.
Okay. Can I tell you something about pregnant women in stories?
Couldn't stop you if I tried.
You know how the director of The Birds,
Alfred Hitchcock.
said suspense is knowing there's a bomb,
Yeah.
but action is like a bomb goes off. Suspense
Yeah.
is knowing there's a bomb.
Right.
I feel like a pregnant woman in an action film or something like that is a bomb. You're just,
Really?
you know she's
Something-
pregnant, and
yeah.
you know sooner or later
Yeah.
she's about to give
Yeah,
birth.
you're
going
going
to
to be
being.
delivering that baby
In that, yeah, it's
in a stairwell of a burning building.
car chase.
Yep.
It's just at
Somewhere.
some scene where it's the most inopportune time.
Yeah.
She's going to go into labor.
Yeah.
And somebody who's not trained
Yeah.
is going to have to deliver a baby. So yeah.
This is Sally's our regular Halloween guest. This is
Yes.
her worst nightmare that you're describing.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to ask, for her
Her worst
sake,
nightmare
I'm going to ask you to stop.
is being in a car during a car chase and having to deliver a baby.
Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't the bus kind of run itself?
The bus?
No, I'm sorry I said the bus,
Yeah.
but I mean like giving birth.
Oh.
Like we always have people like delivering the baby.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't understand why there's so many people involved.
Okay. All right.
But then
I
I've
guess
never delivered a baby or been pregnant.
That's
so.
true. You haven't. And apparently
Don't you really just-
you
yeah.
missed an important talk in your adolescence. New in large print coming out next month.
How does one get pregnant?
You're going to love this. Wow. Let's turn the mics off for a minute.
Okay.
You're going to need to sit down for this.
Click. Whoa.
Hey, man. Sorry.
Whoa.
Yep. You're going to love the title of this book.
Okay.
I'm warning you ahead of time because it's great. Lions and tigers and murder. Oh, my.
Okay.
That's the title. That's not the tagline.
All right.
That is the title.
You definitely increased the volume for the oh my there.
Thank you.
Lions and Tigers and Murder. Oh my.
Oh My.
Okay.
By Denise Swanson. This is book number 6 in Devereaux's Dime Store. Coming to you in large print from the New York Times bestselling author of Between a Book and a Hard Place. Yes.
I need to.
Denise Swanson has done it again.
Do you think if you were an author,
Yeah.
and you were writing a series,
Yeah.
and they were all based off of kitschy little pun titles,
Yeah.
would you find that to be a crutch or like a help? To be like, oh, well, I'll just call it pepperoni with a slice of murder.
I wonder what comes first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are
Yeah.
you like, I got this crazy title idea,
Yeah.
and now I got to figure out the
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. Withdrawal at the murder bank.
It
Great.
seems-
It wrote itself.
It seems like you'd have to have the title first in something like this.
Yeah.
I
Something
think so.
like it would be a help for the escape artist.
One of my I'm not going back.
Okay.
I'm not going back.
Okay. You don't want to go back there.
No, you don't.
You don't wanna
never,
go in
Never
there.
go back. That's a Mark Greeny's back blast if I've heard one. All right.
Oh, it's back.
Anyway,
Yes. All right.
this
Lions.
book packs a bite. That's not a thing people say. Opening up a dime store in her hometown of Shadow Bend, Missouri, Devereaux Dev Sinclair thought she'd left the wilds of city life behind her, but she's about to discover that even rural life can be beastly. That's not good. That's not good. Would you like to hear the other books in the Devereaux Dime Store
I guess
series?
that's the thing we do.
Book number 1, Little Shop of Homicide.
But
That's not good.
yeah, because Little Shop of Horrors is already a
It's
thing.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nickeled and dimed to death.
All right. This is weak sauce.
You're right. Dead between the lines. that doesn't really work.
I don't
because
get it. Yeah.
Visually,
read.
it looks like read
right.
between the lines, but it doesn't.
But it's not deed
right.
between the lines.
That would make more sense if it was some sort of
yeah.
dying for a cupcake. Now, between a book and a hard place, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Lions and Tigers and Murder, oh my.
Wow.
These are weak. Compared to the one we did last week, these are nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the book is wonderful, but in a bit of author news for you, my friend, we had in the juvenile graphic novel section, we had all sorts of Sonic the Hedgehog comic books.
Yes.
And they would just go like gangbusters all the time.
Yeah.
Going like hotcakes.
Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah. One would say they had to go fast.
You would, yeah. And then Archie Comics lost the rights and went to IDW, and now they didn't finish those Sonic stories.
Right.
And there's been this year-long gap.
Right.
So we've not been able to reach the demand. Well, I've got good news for you.
Oh, I missed this.
IDW's Sonic the Hedgehog is coming back in April.
There it is.
And they're going to give you 4 issues. Boom, boom, boom. Week.
Nice.
So that means the trade is going to be coming out pretty soon because they're going to get all those out quickly.
Yes.
So for all of our tween listeners out there, and I know there are legions, Sonic the Hedgehog will return in comic book form in April.
Yeah. Sonic is back.
Yeah.
In comic form.
Yeah.
You don't know that Simpsons episode.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Urkel better call his agent because there
kidding.
could be an animated series in the works here.
In The Simpsons, Bart traded his soul for something. I can't remember what it was. Maybe a cupcake.
Okay.
But he gave it to Milhouse. But when he went to go get it back from Milhouse, Milhouse has traded Bart's soul for a Pog collection, and he had an elf Pog. And he's like, Elf is back in Pog form.
I love it.
And it's hilarious.
You know
Everybody
what?
says it. Yeah.
I love Pogs and I love Elf. So that episode would have worked for me on a lot of levels.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's talk Oscars now. You want to take us
Oh,
there?
yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Nominees came out last week, and as you know, it's impossible to watch these movies.
Well, yeah, they're
impossible.
They're new.
Impossible. I just don't understand why in the world we live in, there is not some sort of thing where the Oscars come out, you pay some fee, and you can watch all the movies like online. I don't understand.
I don't know, man.
Because I want to watch these movies.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Let's see which movies you want to watch.
All right, tell me.
So we got lead actress nominations. You got Sally Hawkins in The Shape of Water.
Did not see it.
I did.
Good?
Yeah, she plays a mute character, so everything she has to do is expressive. So
Well,
I
that would
don't
be
know.
challenging.
We got Francis.
Although, I mean, Harpo Marx did it for years, and he never won an Oscar.
Yeah. Well, he was never nominated for lead actress.
Do you want to hear my Harpo impression?
Yeah. That's pretty great.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Just like him.
Yeah. I should have given you a horn, though.
You probably should have. You probably should have.
Francis McDormand from 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Okay. Did you see this one?
No, we meant to, and then we were going to see that in I, Tanya, me and my wife, but then the weather was really bad that Saturday.
A simple no would have.
Okay. Good. Margot Robbie in I, Tanya.
And erstwhile Harley Quinn herself is getting an Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad also won an Oscar last year, as you recall. So.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did for makeup.
What?
Yeah, true story.
Gosh.
Academy Award-winning Suicide Squad.
The world is stupid. Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird.
Yeah.
And Meryl Streep in The Post.
I haven't seen the others, but I think that was an Oscar-worthy performance by Meryl Streep. Absolutely, I do.
Doesn't she get nominated every year?
I think this is her 21st.
God.
I know, it's a lot. It's too many.
I don't know.
When you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like homecoming week in school, where if you won one of the dress-up days one week, you couldn't win the other days.
Right.
And I say, why not? If you could bring your A game every week on Spirit Week, you should win that prize every single day. Yeah. But I don't make the rules.
That's true. You don't.
I know.
Here at the library, kind of.
Sure, I do, yeah. If we had a Spirit Week here and you were the best dressed every day, I'd give you the prize every day.
Man.
That's a promise.
Yeah. Well, we also do a show together. People might think you're a little biased.
I know.
So, and what if I just went as Nick Gunning every day?
Well, that's the spirit.
Yeah. I've only seen The Shape of Water and Lady Bird. I don't know who would get it out of those two.
Okay.
So, but I'll tell you after I see the other 3.
I would love to hear.
I do want to see the other 3.
Keep us posted, my
lead
friend.
Actor, Timothy. It has 2 E's at the end, and the first E has one of those little accents.
Ooh.
Timothy Chalamet.
Okay.
Call Me By Your Name. Daniel Day-Lewis in The Phantom Thread.
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Apparently, no, I was going to do a Phantom of the Opera bit.
Okay.
So, Daniel, what if someone was like, you're going to be in the Phantom Thread, and he got into his actor's mode where he is that person for 12 months. Mm-hmm. It was the Phantom of the Opera. Or it was the Phantom. Okay. Originally played by Billy Zane.
Oh.
Yeah. And they were like, no, Daniel Day-Lewis, you played the
Billy
wrong...
Zane is back.
Danielle Kaluuya from Get Out. Am I saying that? Kaluuya? Yeah. Get Out. Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour. And Denzel Washington and Roman J. Israel Esquire.
And what of those have you seen?
I have seen Get Out.
I've seen Get Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Roman J. Israel Esquire will be out in time for you to watch it before the Oscars.
Cool.
That's it from those. All right. And then the best picture we have Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I have seen Get Out.
This was
Best
Picture?
The Shape of Water, yeah.
And from the ones you've seen, what do you think?
Out of the 4 I've seen, I don't know. Huh. I feel like everybody keeps talking about Lady Bird like it's the best movie ever. And I thought it was really good. But I don't know. Dunkirk was great. So, but you like The Post.
I'm worried about that because I didn't see it in theaters, and I feel like it's just not going to work.
Yeah, man. But you know what?
What?
You made your bed.
You're right.
Now you got to sleep in it.
You're right.
We kept telling you to see Dunkirk. You're like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
So
that's not true. I never had a chance.
What?
I never had a chance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think? No, I guess it's out on DVD. You could watch it in the auditorium.
That's
do a
true.
Special
Maybe we should do a little.
Auditorium.
We should see if we have the rights. Maybe we could do a little Oscar screening.
It's Warner Brothers.
Okay.
I'm sure I think we do.
Well, let's look into
PG-13.
it, my friend.
So
right.
we could do a special before you. Did we do that last year with something?
I think we might have and didn't get much response. So.
Okay. Well, Dunkirk is cool. Anything else? The lists are online. Every magazine, everybody does a list of it. But one of the things is we always get all the nominations for Best Picture in our collection, and then we also always get all the 5 nominations for Best Documentary and Best Foreign Film. So it doesn't matter who wins there; we'll get all 5 of those. So this is always a good list for us. Like, what should we get for these smaller collections?
Yeah, same with CDs and the Grammys. Like some of those smaller categories is helpful.
So if
let me ask you this. Do you remember who won the Golden Globe for Best Animated? Was it Coco?
Yeah.
Do you think Coco is going to take the Oscar again?
Probably.
It's not a very strong field. But I got to say, structurally, I don't feel like Coco is a strong enough movie to merit that. But it's definitely, I haven't seen Boss Baby, but I got to assume it's better than Boss Baby.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I didn't see Coco.
Yeah.
You saw Coco.
I did.
That's weird. I remember saying, hey, do you want to see Coco?
Yeah.
Look, we shouldn't air our dirty laundry.
Saw it with the Nutcracker Prince himself.
We shouldn't air our dirty laundry on this podcast.
Yeah. Hi, Bo.
If I had to,
you could air the dirty laundry. You were betrayed there.
I was betrayed. Betrayed. Oh wait, you know what? That's a song that nobody else would know, so I can't.
That usually doesn't stop you from.
Here's something. I didn't bring this up last week.
Okay.
When I saw Dancing with the Stars, they did their Disney night, and the second song they did was "There Can Be Miracles" from Prince of Egypt.
What?
Yeah.
That's DreamWorks.
Yeah, that's DreamWorks.
That's not Disney.
No, I know. DreamWorks is owned by Fox, who now is owned by Disney, but it's not official yet. So it's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Boy, I thought I could trust Frankie Muniz, but now I don't know.
You thought you could?
Trust Frankie Muniz? Absolutely.
He's always been on your list of people to trust.
Yep. All right. Anything else you want to mention?
Logan got Best Adapted.
A Best Adapted Screenplay.
So that's cool.
Has a genre like a superhero film got a screenplay nod before?
Oh, I can't think of one.
I can't remember one. No. It's nice that it got something.
Yeah, I think you take Patrick Stewart's performance in Logan and put it into prestige film,
right,
and call it Alzheimer's, and he gets an Oscar nomination.
Absolutely agree.
But because it's in Logan, and he's a psychic, no,
right.
But we should probably mention then, us being a library, the adapted screenplays, because these are based off of books or
not always, sometimes plays or other things.
So Call Me by Your Name by James Ivory.
Okay.
Well, these are by the people who adapted them. Okay. So The Disaster Artist, which I think is a book, I believe.
It is, yeah.
Logan, which is definitely an adaptation, like a
of characters and things.
Molly's Game by Aaron Sorkin.
Okay.
And Mudbound, which Mudbound's on here a few times, and I've only heard of that movie since these nominations were released.
Okay.
So I must not really be in the know. So those are the screenplay ones, the adapted screenplay.
Exciting.
So, hey, but you're glad I made you watch The Big Sick.
Yeah.
With me.
Yeah.
Just you and I watching The Big Sick.
Just a couple of bros rom-comming it up.
Yeah.
Good times.
So
great oldies.
Yeah. Plus Ray Romano.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
You're big and sick. Sorry.
Well, but that's his daughter.
Oh.
He's talking about.
All right. That didn't happen.
My daughter's the Big Sick.
Oh, no.
Wake up.
What's he doing lately? I guess The Big Sick.
The Big Sick.
He's
in an Oscar-nominated film.
Yeah.
So
my brother's a big Ray Romano fan, and so you and I listened to his stand-up, didn't we? Live at NYC. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of like dad jokes, but
yeah,
it was. I laughed.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Okay.
All right. That's it. Well, you ready to turn our attention to the year of 2018?
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
no, you're right. I am. Let's get to 2018.
Yes. What I think we should do is discuss the most anticipated YA books of 2018.
Okay.
You're the teen librarian, so you got to steer the ship, my friend.
Yeah. It's head of youth services, Nick.
I know you.
Please.
I know you are, but what am I?
Is that a Pee Wee Herman impression?
Herman, yep.
All right.
Paging Mr. Herman.
You know what? I think you're in the running for best supporting actor
because of the Pee Wee.
Your turn as Pee Wee. Yeah. Pee Wee Herman.
Okay.
There you go. Jeez.
All right.
That was that laugh. Okay.
You liked it?
Yeah,
okay.
I did. So these are a couple of sites, Paste Magazine and Hypeable. They have some suggestions for the most anticipated YA books, young adult books coming out in 2018. Some of these are already out because we're a little late in getting to this, but you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not running for the Oscars.
Yeah, who are you to judge us?
Yeah. There's no podcast awards.
Yeah.
Actually, there are
lots. We should submit.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be great publicity.
Yeah, it would be.
And maybe for our ego.
Maybe we'd win. You will recall that we won a Best of Social Media award a few years back.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Not bad.
No.
Not bad. The award winning All the Book Show podcast.
We had this, I don't know if you know, but we had a pretty good exchange.
Yeah.
I kind of played like the Robert De Niro silent guy.
I remember.
And you were the Joe Pesci, I guess,
in
in
this?
This?
A little bit. Yeah. I was like, you looking at me? I did all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Home Alone stuff.
Little bit. Yeah.
So
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking
Home
of
Alone.
Speaking of page to screen.
Right.
Speaking of page to screen.
Stop saying that.
Speaking of page to screen.
Right.
They're making a Mighty Ducks TV show.
How's that page to screen?
Adapted screenplay.
How
they're adapting the Mighty Ducks movies to a TV.
I hate to tell you
medium.
this, but they already did that once and it was terrible.
With the Space Ducks?
With the cartoon Space Ducks.
Superhero who also play hockey?
Yeah.
Well, it's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Let's get to Hypeable.
With Jim Belushi.
I want to talk about Batman Nightwalker
we're over
by
there.
Maria Liu.
Yes, this came out January 2nd, so we
sure
do
did.
have this already.
Yes, my wife is reading it.
Uh-huh.
And she's really enjoying it.
Oh, wow.
We picked it up
She notoriously hates Batman.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, she doesn't. But it is a very... I haven't read Marie Lu's other stuff. Have you?
No.
Okay. It is a strong start. I mean, when I picked it up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. And she also read the Leigh Bardugo Wonder Woman.
Right.
So she's
ready then for, is it Soul Taker? I can't remember.
Catwoman's Soul Taker, I think.
Yeah.
And then Superman after that.
Oh, really? When's the Superman
I can't remember. It's got a high profile.
Who's writing the Superman book?
I don't know.
Let's
It
do this
was
on
a
air.
high profile author.
Okay.
But are you looking that up? Because I can talk a little bit about this.
Yeah,
Before he was Batman, he was Bruce Wayne, a reckless boy willing to break the rules for a girl who may be his worst enemy. The Nightwalkers are terrorizing Gotham City, and Bruce Wayne is next on their list.
Did I tell you there's a Jurassic World?
You did. I don't
Matt
know if you told
De La
her.
Pena.
Oh, who is that?
He has written other such books as
Yeah.
Yes.
You're doing great.
Well,
don't let the weird awkward silence. Oh, I know him from because he won the Newbery for Last Stop on Market Street.
Thank God.
That was really good.
Okay.
That was a picture book. Remember, that was a big upset because it was a picture book that won. He's written like the Infinity Ring books that are popular.
Ah, yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, that was.
He's
all right.
you'd know his stuff if you saw it a lot there. Anyway,
who would have thought we could get to a place in the world where Catwoman got her own book before Superman? In the series.
Yeah,
but he's
That's
not.
True.
He's not been having a good.
Now,
decade.
is this based on the Halle Berry movie of the same name, Catwoman?
You think this is a young adult Halle Berry Catwoman
Could be a young Halle Berry.
All right,
okay.
Keep talking about Batman.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. This is the start of a new series, a loosely connected series. It's not the same author, not the same.
Well, you know what? I was about to ask is Wonder Woman was young in her YA book, but she's like thousands of years old.
Right.
So never mind.
Yep, never mind. But it is like a early in her life kind of Wonder Woman. So yes.
All right. Are you on Pace Magazine?
I was looking at Hypable, but go ahead, take it away.
Pace Magazine says Chainbreaker by Tara Sim.
Okay.
And The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. Mm-hmm. Will you look at those real quick?
Sure.
And tell me if you notice anything about the cover.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they look exactly the same.
Oh, well.
In terms of covers.
They know what they're doing.
Okay, that's it. I just think I don't know what the theme is right now. It's just writing the title and then surrounding it in debris.
The Hazelwood has shown up a lot.
Yes.
That was one. This is a debut. Did you read about it already? You didn't?
No, I did not yet.
17-year-old Alice and her mother have spent most of Alice's life on the road, always a step ahead of uncanny bad luck biting at their heels. But when Alice's grandmother, the reclusive author of a cult classic book of pitch dark fairy tales, dies alone on her estate, the Hazelwood, Alice learns how bad her luck can really get. Her mother is stolen away by a figure who claims to come from the hinterland, the cruel supernatural world where her grandmother's stories are set. Alice's only lead is the message her mother left behind: stay away from the Hazelwood. Now, this one is interesting because it's a debut. It's a new author on the scene, and it incited a bidding war. When this one came up, like several publishers were like, I want it. So people are seeing something in here, and I'm intrigued by the premise. I think that's a clever, interesting premise. So this is one I plan to read.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
That comes out
January 30th.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I want it.
There you go.
Get it. Have you ordered this already?
I might need to order this.
Okay. Well, put me on the list, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
It is very similar. The
Have
look is very similar to Chainbreaker.
World Breaker or whatever it is, the Jason Segel book.
No.
Okay. Networld.
Yeah,
World.
I can't remember what it's called.
Okay. Cool.
All right, what else you got? Any on here that are standing out to you as ones that, like, you personally are interested in?
Don't ask me that question.
Okay, well, forget I asked you that.
Yeah. Let's see. So this Children of Blood and Moon by Tomi Adami comes out March 6th. This showed up on a bunch of lists, including there was just a Entertainment Weekly, like, top 50 books, and this was on there as well. So, with a movie already in the works, and rights sold in over a dozen languages, the debut is commanding a lot of buzz in the book world. Let's see.
So it seems like maybe the YA trend that we're looking at right now is sort of a fantastical element, kind of branching out of that like storybook premise and getting a little bit more fantasy driven. That could be interesting.
Yeah. Hey, quick update.
Yes.
One of the dogs peed on that.
A dog did pee on the leash.
A dog peed on that leash.
And who put it in the bathtub?
My wife.
She did.
Yes.
So why is she asking you about it?
I think she was just asking if I knew why it was in there just by looking at it.
Do you know what Scooter did?
Yeah.
Like that
How'd you know it was Scooter?
I just assumed.
It was Scooter.
He's a scamp. He's a lovable.
He's the naughtiest dog in the world, man.
He's so naughty.
Yeah. But you know what?
Tell me.
He was delicious. I'm kidding. I didn't eat my dog.
No one thought you did, but it was a weird joke to make.
Let's see. So they say people who like Ember and Ashes by Sabatar.
Oh, that was a big hit.
The Dragon King Chronicles, which I'm not familiar with.
No, I don't know.
Will enjoy this book.
All right.
But everything changes that night. Magic disappeared.
Ooh.
Under the orders of the Ruthless King, Magi were targeted and killed, leaving Zali without a mother or her people without hope.
Okay.
So anyways, it's getting a lot of notice from non-young adult places.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
it seems like with our young adult books, like the way they're used, it always seems like a little bit of like a step behind. I don't know if like people.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Like, yes, that people start checking them out like months after they've been popular.
When it's like there's all this like this big buzz around it, and then it's like somehow people sort of retroactively discover that.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like
we
have people like, this is the most anticipated book for me.
Yeah.
So
well, maybe this podcast is going to turn those people around.
Maybe. Let's see. Dreadnation has showed up on a lot of lists too. Dreadnation by Justina Ireland comes out April 3rd. So who will like this book? People who like Bone Shaker by Cherry Priest.
Did you like Bone Shaker?
Yes. Actually, she says it's nothing like you've ever read. So let's check this out. I think this is an alternative history. So Jane McKean was born 2 days before the dead began to walk the battlefields of Gettysburg and Chancellorsville. Oh, so it's a zombie book.
Look out.
Almost finished with their education at Miss Preston's School of Combat in Baltimore, Jane is set on returning to her Kentucky home and doesn't pay much mind to the politics of the eastern cities, with their talk of returning America to the glory days before the dead rose. But when families around Baltimore County begin to go missing, Jane is caught in the middle of a conspiracy, one that finds her in a desperate fight for her life against some powerful enemies. And the restless dead, it would seem, are the least of her problems.
Ooh.
So, the dead start to rise during the American Civil War. The world begins... the world building is incredible as Ireland crafts a stunning portrait of an alternate America that, despite zombie and the country in shambles, feels all too current. So it deals with the racism at the time as well. So I get, if it was in the middle of the Civil War, that would have been left undecided.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we've got quite a few big names coming back next year. We have Angie Thomas has a follow-up coming out that, of course, everybody's chomping at the bit for. It's hard to tell if this is like, it seems like maybe it's connected to The Hate U Give, but there's not a lot of information known about this one now. It just says that
the world of Garden Heights.
Returns to the world,
So it's probably, maybe it's one of those things where like a side
shared
character.
Stephen King type universe.
I was probably going to go S.E. Hinton's Outsider universe.
Okay.
So yes, but Angie Thomas has the new book. It's on the come up. It's a story of an aspiring teen rapper and what happens when you get everything you thought you wanted.
Yeah. I'm confused about. Whoa, sorry.
Go ahead.
About why Veronica Roth is still like on this list.
I don't know, man.
Because it seems to me
Carve
like
the Mark did not get the play. I think people thought it was going to.
No.
So,
and I feel like people are sort of. It's like when Divergent came out, people were like, "Oh, it's the next big thing," and then kind of made it the next big thing. Even though, like, I don't think I know anybody who's like, "That's an amazing series. I love that series." Books or movies, it seems like they just never really clicked, and people were just really hungry for that sort of thing.
Right.
No pun intended, because I was going to say on the heels of the Hunger Game, but it seems like
they were hungered.
But I didn't mean a pun.
Right.
But it seems like that was kind of like a knee jerk, like let's all get into Divergent, and then people were like, "Oh, that was kind of a waste of time."
Yeah.
And then Carve the Mark.
Yeah, nothing.
Did anyone read it? Like anyone?
Yeah, it checked out.
Did it? Okay.
Stuff, but I don't hear like conversation around it. So
well. The title of this is called The Fates Divide.
February 6th, you have the book Shadow Song by S.J. Jones. She wrote Winter Song, and that one has proven very popular here. That one was constantly on hold. So Winter Song was doing well.
Okay.
So Shadow Song will be out. That's the sequel. Let's see. We got some other... The Case for Jamie by Brittany Cavallaro. This is Charlotte Holmes 3.
Oh, I thought so.
You remember I brought that up. Did I read anything from that?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. You did it for a Sexy New Book Club a while back. Yeah. But the cover, I was like, oh, it's like that Sherlock Holmes book. And what do you know?
Yeah, it sure is.
And Cassandra Clary back.
Yep.
Excited to get that book so that no one will ever check it out, and it'll be on the bestseller list for
someone checked it. Hey,
2
you know
years.
What? We'll get to her.
Yeah.
For people who wanted to know, Veronica Roth's next book is called The Fates Divided.
Yeah, I said it.
And it is... Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm just scrolling down. Rick Riordan, of course, or Riordan.
Seems like we're getting a little bit of diminishing returns on that too. Really?
Yeah, the new stuff it's always
really
checked out.
Oh, okay.
People come in like, do you have the new whatever? I don't understand it because like you would think the people he got with Percy Jackson
be like 35.
Yeah, and so somehow he's been able to maintain them. Puddin by Julie Murphy. This is the sequel to Dumpling. Do you remember when Dumpling was getting a lot of press? Yeah. People like Dumpling, and now Puddin is coming out. It's called Don't Break the Rules, Change Them. Nice, by Julie Murphy. War Storm by Victoria Aveyard. This is Red Queen, Book 4. Those books are very popular.
Okay.
The Glass Crown. Throne?
Yeah.
And A Reaper at the Gates by... this is the third book in the Ember and the Ashes. Hasn't been super popular here, but people seem to like it. Legendary by Stephanie Garber. So Carvel's weird because that got a lot of play. It seemed like lots of people read Carvel, but I've never heard anyone talk about it.
Yeah. When I saw the cover, I was like, oh, right. That book.
But that was one that I got that people just kept checking out. But,
they did?
Yeah, but I haven't seen like people talking about Carvel or anything. Anyway, that's May 29th, the sequel to Carvel.
Okay.
Rage, we just got the first book of Stormheart. Roar, I believe, is the first book.
Okay.
So Rage by Cora.
That looks kind of cool. Is that look kind of steampunky? Is it?
It's young adult fantasy, so I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Her kingdom or the Stormfront she loves, duty or freedom, princess or adventurer. Oh, I'd pick adventurer, right? Yes, Cassandra Clare. So Queen of Air and Darkness. This is the Dark Artifices 3. So this was, I can't even remember the shadow.
Does this have siblings in love with each other, or does she keep that just with
no.
the Mortal Instruments? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But you're right. These books, yes, they sit on the top of the bestsellers list for years, and then none of our patrons ever check them out. So I don't know if our patrons specifically are just done with Cassandra Clare.
There's so many, and they're so hard to follow.
Yeah.
I dread when people ask me a question about those books.
Where does this book fit in?
It's impossible.
No.
It's impossible to untangle.
Yeah, it's a tangled web, and we've weaved it.
We have.
So, let's see. There's my so-called...
I was just before we close it, there's one that I want to talk about because
Okay.
it seems interesting.
Okay.
But go ahead. I didn't mean
I was going to say My So-Called Bollywood Life
that sounds fun.
by Nisha Sharma.
Yeah.
Did she write? No.
Oh man, that's my sister-in-law Amanda. If you're listening, this checks all your boxes. You've got
It looks
Bollywood, you've got teen romance.
Yeah, it looks like
YA.
a romance. It says, then there's Dev, a fellow film geek and one of the few people Winnie can count on to help her reclaim control of her story. Dev is smart, charming, and challenges Winnie to look beyond her horoscope to find someone she'd pick for herself. But does falling for Dev mean giving up on her prophecy or a chance to live happily ever after? To get her Bollywood-like life on track, Winnie will need a little bit of help from fate, family, of course, a Bollywood movie star.
Yeah. Is it Shahrukh? Maybe. Could be.
Go ahead. All right.
I love the tagline here. Like an expertly choreographed Bollywood dance scene, Nisha Sharma's offbeat love story dazzles in the limelight.
Nice.
Anyway, that's not the one that I wanted to talk about,
right,
though. I wanted to talk about Unearthed.
Oh, yes, we have that.
Oh, we do? It's out already?
Yeah.
Has that gotten
That was a January
much?
one.
Okay.
It seemed exciting.
It looks cool. It looks really cool. When Earth, the planet, intercepts a message from a long extinct alien race, it seems like the solution the planet has been waiting for. The Undying's advanced technology has the potential to undo environmental damage and turn lives around, and Gaia, their former home planet, is a treasure trove waiting to be uncovered. I feel like maybe there's some motives that aren't pure.
Right.
And like things are going to go down.
Yeah.
And it's going to get ugly.
Okay. Do you think maybe somebody you're going to trust isn't going to be so trustworthy?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you think someone in power,
Yeah.
he's going to be like, we're doing this for everybody.
Yeah.
And then you find out,
Means well. And I think if he is doing that, he's definitely going to live and be fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a really like pure, noble character is going to do what he promises to do.
Right.
And make it all the way through.
He's not going to sacrifice like
That's my prediction.
a couple to save the many. And I mean, a couple's like 200,000 people, but he wouldn't sacrifice them to save another 500,000.
No.
So
No, because then, then you're part of the problem. Really.
Yeah.
Do you really want to live like that?
the problem is when you're part of the problem like that,
Yeah.
you can't see it.
That's a double problem,
Yeah.
which makes a positive.
Hey.
2 wrongs make a right, my friend. And that's common knowledge.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
I don't understand the 2 lefts make a right.
Well, 4 lefts.
4 lefts.
All right. Anything?
Or is it 2 rights make a left?
2 fool me once. No, I can't do it.
Can 2 rights make a wrong?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that was so right, but the second one was even more right, which
it's wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So anything else? Anything else that you personally are anticipating that you want to drop in here?
There's so much that those lists I feel like only go like to the first half of the year.
Yeah.
Because I keep a wish list on our library account of YA books, and like I've got some set up that don't come out until mine personally.
Yeah.
June 5th. We're getting the Jurassic World hardcover young adult book about.
No way will you be disappointed with that book.
About Claire. She's going to, I assume, corral the dinosaurs that are loose on the island before they open Jurassic World.
Is Ron Howard in it?
Why would you say that? Okay, so we have a whole bunch of books coming out that they didn't mention. You got Spinning Silver by Naomi Novak, which is the sequel to Uprooted.
Spinning Gold.
You have a bunch of Survivor books. You got Nightblood, which is part of the Frostblood saga coming out in June. Sarah J. Maas has another Throne of Glass book, if you believe it.
Look out.
If you can believe it. You got The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, which is the sequel to Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue.
Okay.
Dark Crowns number 3 is coming out in September. These Rebel Waves is coming out in August.
Whoa.
These, you know who's a very popular
I would love for you to tell
author
me.
here?
Tell me.
Casey West. She writes teen romance. So Listen to Your Heart comes out in May. So that will be a big one.
You're throwing a lot of knowledge at me.
From Twinkle with Love. That's written by the author of When Rashi Met. Sorry, I can't remember. When Dimple Met Rashi.
Okay.
So that was fun.
Exciting.
So yes, there's lots of books that actually I didn't see on that list. But
what a bold new world we're going into.
Yeah.
I just hope that our alien overlords come and give us the proper cure for what ails us. Unearthed, coming to you in January. Okay. All right. That's
on the come up.
Let's talk library news.
All right.
We got a movie this week, this Friday.
Yes.
My Little
Pony. No, just My Little Pony.
My
Little Pony, the movie, not the 80s one with the ice people that are at war with the lava people and the ponies bring them together.
It's kind of a confusing and dark movie, as I recall.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, I mean, it's dealing
Care
with
Bears get a little dark.
Racism, yeah.
If we're talking 80s.
Yeah, which I remember that. Sometimes they would get trapped and put in like crystals.
Yeah.
And we've locked the Care Bears away.
Yeah,
I'm
Care Bears are locked away. You're going to need a Care Bear cousin. Where's Lionel when you need him?
Yeah.
You know? So we're showing My Little Pony.
The new one.
February 2nd.
The one that came out in 2017. So it's like the funny. It's got a lot of people in it. Liv Schreiber.
Friendship is tragic.
No, friendship is magic.
Are you sure?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So in the movie following up that in March will be Thor Ragnarok.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. So all you
Did you just see Thor once?
Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Yes.
Only once. Well, not much of a fan.
What?
Book club we're wrapping up on The Long Fall. Does that sound right? I always get this wrong.
I hope you read the right book.
The Walter Mosley. Yes, The Long Fall. Leonard McGill, book 1. The meeting for that is 3:30 on February 7th. That's a Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And then we're also reading The Doomsday Key by James Rowlands, the first in our patron pick book club this year. So if you have a book that you want us to do for a book club, let us know. We will put it in the mix and draw a name out at random.
Okay.
And our Jane Austen book club is currently reading Emma. So if you want to get involved in a book club, now is the perfect time.
Yeah.
Our first concert for February 15th, we have the Sorrow Estate back. They were here last year, very well received. So we're looking forward to having them back. We've got some new high-tech equipment, so they'll be a little bit more at home. So that should be a good show. So hope you'll join us for that.
Yeah.
I hope you had a chance to see the women's history display that we had up. Too late now. No, actually, I guess you have a few more days. We have it till the end of the week.
By the time...
So, February 2nd is when it goes down.
Yeah, people will still have 4 days.
Yeah, you got a few more days. Yeah. So hope you'll stop in and
Alfred
check that
listeners, hurry on up.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this on air right now and it's the 31st, you got 2 days to get here.
I think you mean Angelica.
Oh, no.
Great. Now you've lost all our Angelica
I'm sorry.
listeners.
Yeah. I meant our Angelica, but Alfred also.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this and it's the 31st.
You might as well.
Yeah.
You
People
might as well
in California, you got to get a one-way ticket here now.
You need to get here.
So
you need to get here quickly.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add before we close up shop? I shouldn't.
Further development.
That's too much.
We think we had a rug. Dog peed on it.
Oh.
We cleaned it and everything, but we're like, we need to get a steam cleaner or like an official cleaner for this thing. So we rolled it up, put it in the closet.
Okay.
The closet is where we hang the leashes.
Okay. You're becoming like a PG movie from the late 90s. Last week was all fart humor. This is really dog pee heavy. So
all right.
I think you should clean it up.
Are you... Oh, nice. Are you going to read when I finish the first draft of the first book in The Escape Artist?
Will I read it?
Yeah.
I can already tell you my review. It stinks. And we're done. Good night, everybody.